Hi Leo, how are you? Thank you for coming back to the channel. This is your December reading. This is for Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon, your Venus placement, your North Node placement, or any planets that may be transiting right now. And any cross watchers, it may be relevant for you. My intention is for the month of December, but it is also a timeless reading, so you never know. You may watch it in the month of August, and you may feel it's applicable in August. So enjoy. First card out is the Chariot, and that is the Cancer and Moon. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for being a part of the channel and for sharing. It helps the channel grow. Thank you for any of those who've bought me a coffee. I genuinely appreciate it. And thank you for those who have emailed and asked for a private reading. I genuinely appreciate it. Next card out is the Fool card. Those of you who are familiar to the channel know that if I get the goosebumps or if I itch a lot, that usually when I start to read cards, that usually means I'm channeling and it's pretty accurate. Actually, I start to scratch a lot or I'll get covered in goosebumps. Fool card can mean a lot of things. So usually I get all the cards out before I start to read things, and sometimes I'll move things around based on energy. I don't lay out a specific spread because I just read what the energy is on the cards. I'll see pictures and I'll see like little movie reels, or I'll hear things literally out loud, and sometimes just in my head. It just depends. I have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups, Six of Wands, the Empress. The Empress has been making an appearance everywhere lately. I have the Knight of Wands. So the two major arcana out are really the Fool and the Chariot. That's way too much. Okay, the Queen of Wands has made an appearance twice. Wow. And she's right next to the King of Wands. I noticed her when I was, before I started, that she was right there, so. And that's your energy. Leo, Sag, and Aries. Okay, put these cards. Looks like we've got the rest. The Hierophant, that is Venus in Taurus. We have the Page of Wands and the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. The Judgment. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands. The Magician. Six of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Wow. What's going on, Leo? Let's see what December has for you. It could be a good thing. I'm going to put the cards here in case we need them for anything. So let's see how the energy feels. Wow, this is unique. It's almost like you are off to a new start for something. I never see the cards fall out like this. I have two sevens, and the sevens are the Chariot and then the Seven of Cups. And then I've got the Fool and which is 0. Wish I had the Magician, who was almost at the bottom of the deck, and then the High Priestess, which is a 2, and then the Empress, which is a 3. It's almost like you're laying out, like you're counting up towards something. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I've got the Chariot with the major arcana as a 7. starting with the major arcana of the Hierophant. Yeah, what is going on in December? So, I'm just meditating over the cards. Let me pause it for a minute while I meditate. Okay, sorry about that, Leo. I had to meditate a little bit over this to understand your cards and the energy, because you got a lot going on here. So I feel like, I don't know if you were bringing in some residual energy from the previous few months, or if just December is a doozy for you. But it all turns out really well, is what it seems like to me. So it seems like in the early part of December, you are in this Page of Wands, and I don't know if it's really you or somebody coming towards you. Actually is what it feels like. It doesn't seem like it's you, really. It seems like somebody's coming towards you, Leo. I feel like, and take it as it resonates, male or female, it doesn't really matter, but I feel like, oh yeah, I'm spot on. Like, I'm itching, so I know I'm getting the energy right. So I feel like this is you, and somebody's coming towards you with something, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a gift. Some of you it may be a gift, some of you it may not, but I feel like somebody's coming towards you as this like page, like new energy kind of offer of, hey, do you want to go on a date? Oh, I got you a little something. In the United States and in lots of parts of the world, it's the holiday season. I got you a little gift. I got you a gift card to our favorite coffee shop. You want to go get coffee? It could be somebody from work even, so you feel like a little caught off guard by it. You don't know what to do. Maybe you find this person attractive, but you never thought of them like that before. So you're like, oh, wow, I didn't, okay, kind of thing, like, didn't think of that. It could also be a work thing. So it could also be like a work opportunity is presenting itself. I'm getting a couple storylines, Leo, so I'm gonna talk fast because I know I already paused it once. I'll put some time things in there for all of you too. So I also feel like it could be like a work opportunities presenting itself that you weren't sure of. And you're like, oh, I didn't think about going to that other division. Yeah, that could be interesting to me. I never crossed my mind before. So, but it's not somebody who would usually approach you at work with a work opportunity. Not someone in a high leadership role, not somebody like in human resources or somebody who would have the authority to kind of give you this. It's more of like somebody else is like, hey, I heard this other job is available and you might be good at it, but not somebody who would have clout or the ability to get you that job. It's just somebody telling you about it. You're like, oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. I never thought of that. And they're telling you all the good reasons why they think it'd be good for you. I don't feel there's malicious intent behind it. They view you in the light of, Leo can do anything. Leo's so smart. It's that kind of energy. And then I'm going to explain this other energy before I explain the card in between. Then I feel like there's this other person, and I'm getting two different storylines, a career one and a love one. Then I feel like there's this other energy, a much more bold kind of energy coming towards you. One is like, look at me, check me out. I'm here and I'm a hot rod. Excuse me, sorry, Leo. So I feel like it's someone who everyone notices, right? And no one doesn't notice this person if they walk in the room. So they're very, like, attractive. They might have a lot of money. They might have a lot of cars. They might have a driver. But they've noticed you, Leo. And so maybe they've also come, I feel like they've come towards you very quickly, and they come out of the blue also. So I feel like you've had two energies out of the blue in, or I want to say early to mid-December, like between the 1st and the 5th, between the 1st and like the 15th at the most, maybe the 1st and the 12th, like within the first 2 weeks of December. But these two energies have shown up within like the first week. Like they show up almost simultaneously. Like one person shows up at the door with like, hey, I want to go get coffee, or hey, I got a job opportunity for you. And you're like, oh, let me think about it. And like literally the next day the next person shows up. It's that kind of situation. Or like it's Monday, one person shows up, and then Wednesday the next person shows up. You're like, what is going on? Am I on a TV show kind of energy, Leo? So I feel like this next person shows up and they're in a chariot and it's like a fast moving car. So I'm like, they're just there. Like all of a sudden their energy's like right there in front of you. And they're the kind of person everyone notices. And this is usually not the energy I get off of this is usually the kind of energy you get off of a chariot guard. Is usually like someone wants to move towards you, they're coming towards you, but this person wants your attention, Leo, and you're caught off guard by them, and they're very attractive, and they want to, I feel like for some of you Leos, this person wants to like go out with you. Like, so this is either, it's no matter if it's male or female, this is a very attractive person. It's an attractive energy. Like people want to be in this person's energy presence. Like they find them seductive is what I'm hearing. So everyone wants this person's attention. For the other line, the other storyline I'm hearing for work is this is the person that has more like notoriety at work. And this is the one that also approaches you at work and is like, hey, I have an opportunity for you, Leo. Are you interested? Do you want this job opportunity I have for you, Leo? But I feel like the work one, there's strings attached potentially, but I can't tell enough. But this person also knows that when they walk in the room, everyone notices. I feel like this person at work is like high level, like important. Like when they walk in, people know they're in the room because they're like a big boss, or they run a big division, or they're the one who makes all the decisions, or they own the company, or like their dad owns the company. Like they're an important person when they walk in the room at work. So people know who they are at work. They're an important person at work. Everyone knows their name at work. So this would be a person that could get you, or whatever that job is. But they might just be really interested because, again, they know Leo and they know I'm hearing you're a ray of light. So they might just see, like, what a hard worker you are, that you're really smart, you're really bright, you work well with others, you bring a lot of abundance, you bring wealth to the company. So they might want you for your work ethic and what you can do for the company. For the dating, I don't know what they want for the dating yet. But you're in the energy of, so you have these two energies surrounding you, Leo, in early December. And I don't know if it's a residual, like you brought them in from November, or if these people were like keeping tabs on you, I feel like, since Scorpio season, which could go back to October. But which is that can be like the negative side of Scorpio, which is like that obsessive watching kind of energy. But I feel like they've got their eyes on, yeah, I'm here since October, since Scorpio season. So I feel like they've had their eyes on you since like late October, since Scorpio season. So you're in the Seven of Cups energy. And usually the Seven of Cups means, it's actually Venus in Pisces. Some people think I've done a lot of readings. Some people think it's Neptune, but I've read so much, and it kept coming up as Venus in Pisces. which can mean love. But this card is depicted really differently than how it usually is, which is usually like there's 7 different cups, and each cup has like a different kind of picture coming out of the cup. Because cups represent water and they represent love, and they're usually Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, right? And Venus represents beauty, love, harmony, feminine energy, that kind of thing, right? But this card looks like you can't escape like these 2 energies. Like you don't know. I feel like I don't feel like it's I don't know which cup to pick. Usually the 7 of Cups means like you can't make a decision. You're trying to decide like which cup to go with, what offer to go with. Sometimes it can mean illusions, disillusionment, depending on how the card falls out. But I don't feel like that's what your energy is. It feels like almost like, well, you're asleep in bed, but also, well, I can read the card. But to me, it looks like you're almost haunted by it. Like they're not showing all the cups; they're showing 1 cup. So it feels like you already kind of intuitively know, Leo, what the answer is. And this cup that's coming out has like a dragon and like this scary face on it, and it's like almost like monsters are coming out of it. But over watching you while you sleep is like an angel. Like you're still divinely protected while you're sleeping, so like you can't be disturbed. So it's like I feel like you already intuitively know which energy to go with. Or maybe you'll be shown in your dreams, Leo, in December, which energy to go with. If this is like a work situation, which opportunity long-term is best for you. Or, sorry, my ear's really itchy and on fire, so I know I'm getting the message right. For some of you, this is not going to resonate with everyone. A general reading never resonates with everyone, only pieces. Or which person might be the right person for you to potentially date. But I feel like you're not sure. So because of that, you don't make a decision right away. I feel like what you do is you decide to like hold off on your decision. That's why we have the 8 of Cups. But the 8 of Cups doesn't even have any cups, which I find really ironic. So I feel like you're not walking away from anything. You're walking towards answers, towards insight. You're walking to the Hierophant, which is the major arcana for Taurus. And I feel like you're walking toward him, Leo, and you're trying to find the answer and guidance, because he's a mentor, he's a teacher, he's can be considered like a priest, he can be or like a spiritual guide, right? You could be meditating and talking to your guides. You could be getting guidance in your sleep from a guide. It doesn't have to be an actual person. This other energy could be somebody you talk to from a spiritual perspective. It doesn't have to be an actual person in the 3D. It could be your higher self that you're talking to. It could also be a guide, an angel, an ancestor that you actually connect with. So take it as it resonates. But he has a key in his hand. So he has the key to the answer for you. And he's using he because it's a personal, he on the card. Doesn't matter male or female. But I feel like this has the answer for you, Leo. And I still feel like this is in the early part of the December for you. And you get your answer here. And again, the answer, literally, this could all happen still within like that first week, or like, you know, like Monday the one person shows up and Wednesday the next person shows up and Thursday night you have this dream. And so you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How am I going to sort this out? And Friday, you decide I need to meditate and figure it out. So I'm walking towards the Hierophant, who is like your main guide you like to talk to, or maybe it is your closest friend who also you view as a mentor, and you talk it out loud with them, and however it resonates, right? So it could be you meditating and connecting with your higher self, and you get the answer in meditation. It could be you getting a good night's rest again on a Friday night, and it comes to you in a dream, and it's your great-grandfather who comes and talks to you and gives you the answer. It could be your best friend who you view as highly enlightened, and they come and give you the answer. Whatever it is, I feel like you get the answer within that same short window. So you feel like, okay, I've got it. I know which way I need to go with this situation. It's either work or love. It doesn't feel like family. It feels like work or love. So you take off as the Fool. And the Fool is I found this really interesting. And I'm so excited you got the Fool because no one's gotten him yet. And I learned this really neat thing about the Fool. So the Fool is actually ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is actually ruled by Aquarius. So people usually label the Fool as Aries energy, but Aries isn't. Aries is Mars, and usually Mars and Mercury energy. I think he's mainly Mars energy, but people will call him Aries or Aquarius. So if you want a sign, you can say Aries or Aquarius. But what I found most interesting was that sometimes this will represent for people when you don't want a long-term relationship, the Fool will show up. It's non-committal. So if you're not looking for a long-term committal relationship, sometimes that's why this will show up. If you're looking for a new adventure and something fun, just something, have a good time, enjoy life a little, because the Fool is off to do something fun and new and unique. But it can also be, but I don't want anything long-term or serious. But sometimes the person doesn't actually say that. And sometimes that's what the Fool can mean. I don't feel like that's your energy here, but I was just excited because I felt like I had to tell somebody that. But what I love about this is that you're the Hierophant. So wherever you got your answer from, if it was spirit, an ancestor, a guide, a friend, a mentor, whoever you went to, has a key in his hand. The Fool, you now, I feel this is truly you, has the key. So you have the key. You have the insight to your answer. You took the key. They gave you the key. They gave you that insight. You have this insight to embark on which direction you're going to go. Are you going with the Page of Wands, or are you going with the Chariot, the other guy, on which path you want to take in work or love? And I love that he's paired with the High Priestess, because you're following your intuition. You are listening to your intuition on this one, Leo. You are not letting anything get in your way. And do you see how she's illuminated here? This looks like the sun to me, which is Leo. So she's being illuminated by the sun. And right here makes me think of water, which is the intuition. So she's got water in her hands for intuition. It's you, Leo. Embarking with the key in your hand, and you're following your intuition the whole way. And because of that, you're going to be extremely victorious. For a lot of you, I think it's 50-50. I think half of you is work and half of you is love, because I have one that definitely shows love and one that definitely shows work. So it's kind of ironic. And I even can kind of tell which way you're going to go, which is really funny. So you end up with a 6 of Wands, which shows victory over the situation. So whichever decision you make, you're extremely victorious. So you make the right decision. If it's with option A or option B, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you picked and you listened to, who you sought guidance from, and your intuition, you made the right choice. If it was with career or with love, you're successful. So for those of you who it was a career opportunity, sorry with the itching, I'm sorry, it just confirms that I'm usually accurate. Not usually, it does confirm. With work, to me, this is the work situation. So you're successful with the work outcome that you picked. For those of you that picked love, you're very successful with love because you now embody the Empress. And the Empress is the person, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. These are just genders on the card. But this represents like the person who's going to be married. Or this could be the person, like this could be represent, if you're a male, this could represent the person that you picked, right? So this could be, oh, well, this is the option I picked. So then this is the wife you picked, or the woman you want to marry. If you're a woman, this is then who you're embodying. So you can look at it either way, right? But the Empress represents a wife, nurturing, loving, fertility, pregnancy, marriage, stability, loving in the home, wanting to have children, all of those types of things. Or if you don't want to have children, it's going to be your divine counterpart. So then she wouldn't want to have children, or he wouldn't want to have children, that type of thing, right? But that's what this card means. So it's kind of funny that it doesn't matter which option you picked. Work, you are successful and you do well in work. If you want love, you ended up with the person who wants to be married and have children and have the right home. But it's like the ultimate marriage card. And then it finishes with the Knight of Wands moving in the direction of you. So if you're the Empress, and this is fire, Leo, Aries, Sag. So it's coming toward you. Because remember, and this is at the very end of December. So this person, I feel like, this all happened in early December. So they would have moved from a page to a knight. And that would be, well, fast. But that would be appropriate too, to get out of the page energy to their maturity. Their mature feelings are improving to wanting to grow in this relationship with you, right? And it's facing you. It actually is facing you. He's not, I always look at the cards too, because if he was facing away from you, it would tell me he's moving away from you, but he's actually facing toward you. Same with the career opportunity. The Knight of Wands, who could have come with a job offer, is moving toward you. So either way, this person is moving toward you with the offer. So that is your reading, Leo, for the month of December. By the end of December, you are going to be moving either in a positive direction with your career or in a positive direction in love, because you are listening to your intuition, you're listening to your guides, you're listening to your friend, you're listening to a trusted advisor, you're listening to spirit, whatever resonates with you. But it looks like December is a very successful month for you. So I'm very happy for you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you again for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I look forward to doing one of your love readings later in the month of December. Have a wonderful morning, evening, and afternoon, wherever you are. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.